Life with Tanya. I love that name. I love that name. It's spelled just like mine, too. Is yours pronounced Tanya or Tanya? A lot of people call me Tanya. I'm used to it. So I don't get too mad when people call me Tanya. And yes, it is really, 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 really sad. Um, mm, You know, we all knew it. We all knew it. A lot of us knew it. The first one, Tanya. Yep, mine's pronounced Tanya. But we all knew it. LaTanya. I have a cousin named LaTanya. Hers is spelled with the O though. So I'm Tanya spelled with an A, and she's LaTanya spelled with an O. And they both call us the same name. They call her Tanya, call me LaTanya. They just get us mixed up all the time. But yeah, I knew it too from the first day. From the first day, it just didn't add up. It just didn't add up at all. It didn't add up at all. And the crazy story that he told, like the story that he told was so far-fetched, so unbelievable. I mean, come on now. A crackhead could have came up with a better story than that. I mean, nobody believed his story from the gate. Nobody at all. And so when we found out, what the activist, the Muslim, the activist who was thought to be, helping or representing her mother, Brittany, come to find out, he was just trying to get close to her, try to find out some information, thinking maybe she might have had something to do with it. I don't think so. I think he really was representing her at first, and then when he, as he, days went by and evidence and, things like that, I think he kind of tried to, back away from her. And then that's when he, went to seek out the ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, whatever. Ex-fiance, ex-boyfriend, to, try to find out from him, what really happened. You said, I want to know who gave him the bruise. True, how they take one kid and not the other. Thank you. That was like the main thing. When I did my first review on this story, the main thing to me was, why would they take one kid and not both? And why, hold on, I'm looking for something behind my laptop. Okay, and why would they take, I know kidnappers, they it's not a book for kidnapping, so it's not like we know which races do the most kidnapping. For me to find that out, I would have to do some research, look at some statistics and all that. Just from off the top of my head, I'm thinking, how many Mexicans out there is just kidnapping little black kids? 3 Mexican dudes jumped him, beat him up, basically beat him all night long, had him in and out of consciousness all through the night. And when he woke up in the morning, he was on the side of the road with a 1-year-old baby. On the side of the road with a 1-year-old baby. The baby wasn't unconscious, so I don't know what the baby was doing this entire time while he's unconscious, passed out on the side of the road. The whole story just never added up. And then when he was seen, first he told the police, they stole his car, or, the car was missing, somehow. And he, found a way, walked to a hospital or something, and it's like, okay, you walked to the hospital with the baby. When they saw him getting out the car that was allegedly stolen at the hospital, I still want to know who was driving that doggone car. Like if he done told where the body is, why he ain't told who's driving the car yet? Do y'all still think that? Well, I know maybe not all of y'all might have thought that Brittany had something to do with it, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't say 100% that I think Brittany has something to do with it, but I just feel like she knew something or she saw something and wasn't speaking up because of I don't know why. I mean, this is your baby. This is your 4-year-old daughter. Beautiful little girl. And I just can't. I don't understand. This did not have to happen. This did not have to happen. As soon as they said they found some remains in Arkansas after he told that activist what he did or where her body can be found, we were just waiting. A lot of people just already knew. We already knew it was her. Most likely it was her. I mean, that would be like really ironic, right? That'd be really ironic if they would have went to Arkansas, looked in the place where he said, and found another child's body. That would have been really ironic, So it's like everybody knew. Everybody knew. We was just waiting on them to confirm, waiting on them to finish the forensic and the DNA testing and everything like that. And yeah, someone would have right. Just like they found, oh my God, when they said they ran over her bones, the people who were like cutting the grass or cleaning up and whatnot, that was so sad. They said they ran over her. They ran over some of her body, some of her remains, some of her skeletal, her bones or whatnot. That was really hard to hear. That was really, really hard to hear. I don't know what man. That if that was me, if I was Brittany, sure, they couldn't keep that man far enough from me because ain't no telling what I do. Ain't no telling how as overprotective as I am over my children. You said I'm putting your phone down, taking a shower, but I can still hear you. Okay, someone would have saw that, but look, when they found the car, it was perfectly parking right, and she felt her daughter. Yeah, she felt her daughter, and so did CPS. I'm gonna just put that out there. CPS did too, because the bruises and the head trauma that little girl received in the past, and then they took her for 6 months. Placed her with, his parents, and then put her back in the home because they said they could not prove that she was abused. They couldn't prove it. And it, like, to me, when I first heard the story about how she fell out of a chair sitting at I couldn't remember, it was at the dining room table or the kitchen table, one of the two, at a table. And she hit her head on the corner of the table. She just fell over to the side and hit her head. I'm like, I done seen kids fall out of a chair before. When they fall to the side, they just fall to the wayside and they be on the floor. I ain't never seen a child hit their head on the table by just falling to the side of the table. Have y'all? Kids fall out of chairs all the time, especially if they little kids, because they up there, they too small. They too small sometimes to like maneuver around to get out the chair. Sometimes they plop down on their butt to get out the chair. I never believe that story. I don't understand how CPS. Oh God, this is so hard. You said, I believe he drove along that day to get someone to go along with the ride that was not involved with the crime. That person will have to have the same mentality. You right. Exactly. And I would hate to believe that. I mean, we know that she had went out of town. What they said, the police said they confirmed that she, was at her father's funeral. They confirmed it. But I don't know. I still feel like in my gut, I feel like she has something to do with it. She has something to do with it. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that maybe she dropped him off. The cameras, I don't know why the camera angle couldn't get both of them in the car. I would think there would be different cameras, around that area, where you pull up or whatnot. But I don't know. Who would drive? What kind of story would he get somebody to have him drive their car to drop him off at the hospital? And where did these bruises come from? All over his body. All over his body. Because if he was really, really jumped, in the beginning he said he was jumped. If he was really jumped, and now he's saying the baby, it was an accident. She died, it was an accident. So where did these bruises come from? Were you jumped or were you not jumped? Make it make sense. You said this should have never happened to... That's right. Hey, Donna. Hey, how you doing? What's up, Deception Indicated? I read your comment without saying hi to you. My bad. Deception Indicated, you said, has the plane ticket been proven? I had heard that she did purchase a plane ticket. They did prove that, and that she did go to the funeral. But there was just questions raised because... if she went to the funeral, okay, remember the interview his father gave? Darion's father, remember the interview he gave? And he was saying stuff like, he don't believe she went to see her father because he was like, she ain't seen her father like 10, 12, 15 years, something like that. So why, if she ain't been in his life, why she just all of a sudden up and just jump and go to the funeral? And I'm like, well... sometimes children who are estranged from their parents still, honor them by going to their funeral and seeing them one last time before they put in the ground. It does happen. It's not uncommon. It does happen. Even people who might have been beaten and abused by their parents, sometimes it's a gratification to see them being lowered down into that ground because they go into a place where they never have to deal with that parent again. But it's not uncommon for somebody to, attend their parent's funeral, even if they're estranged from them for years. So, I don't know. And then with his father just totally believing in him, saying, I know he didn't do it. I think she has something to do with it. Or, the baby girl's father has something to do with it. And I wonder how he feel now to hear his son say, I know where her body at. You can find her here in Arkansas. So I wonder how the father feels now. Shoot, I would like to see him do another interview. And also, like you said, as far as the plane ticket and stuff, people can fly in and out of places all the time. And as far as we know, we saw the timeline. We saw the last time that, we saw her with him. So, who knows? You can fly anywhere in the United States and sometimes get there and come right back. So, I don't know. But it's so sad. It's just so sad. I was just waiting for it. You said that was a parent instinct to defend their loved ones. Yeah, it is. It is. Because I know, me personally, if I heard my son did something like that, no, he didn't. I'm about to go mama bear all over them. No, he didn't. Nope. He wouldn't have done something like that. That I would have just been like with both of my sons. Nope. They ain't kill nobody. They ain't kill no little kid as much as my sons love their little cousins and they, my little nieces and nephews. Shoot. They treat them almost better than they treat each other. And that's for real. Them kids come over here. Can we play with your video games? Can we do this? Can you go outside and play basketball with us? Can you take us here? My sons, they love little kids. They little relatives, they little cousins and all that. So, and they look up to them. So, I have one cousin who always calling on him to ask him stuff about football. Can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Because my son was a football star. So, it's like, if they were to tell me something like that my son's killed a little girl or a little kid, nah, It ain't happen. It ain't happen. Shoot. No way. Hey, Miss Naturally Norlands, how you doing? What you think about all this? Did you believe that he did it too? Like most, I think, like a lot of people, across the world, a lot of people just believe that he did it. Um, they said right now, they found her body. They did the forensics, the DNA, it matched, so they confirmed the body is hers. They have yet to say how she died yet. I don't even know if I want to hear how she died. I don't even know if I want to hear. I mean, after hearing about the skull damage that she received, the blunt trauma, that she received, that she had all those surgeries for. I mean, after hearing that, I'm like, dang, how can a child? That little girl was lucky to be alive in the first place. In the first place, she was very lucky to be alive, and then to be given back to her parents. See. You said yes. You believed it too? Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people believed it too. I'm just I guess, a lot of people who really, really care for her, a lot of people who really care for Maleah. I'm not even referring to her mother right now because I got my side eye on that woman. I mean, like, for real, I got the side eye on her. It obviously wasn't, the ex fiance who really cared for her. As far as her, if he did this, like he claims he did this, then he probably did, what was done before too. He probably was abusing her before, and then they took her out of their care and put her back in that same situation. Put her back in that same situation. The system is all messed up. All messed up. It's all messed up. I have a friend who, I don't know what the position is called, but she works, with the people who take children who have been removed from their homes, and they take children and they take them to the visits to see like they guardian, like they mom, they pop, they dad, pops or whatnot. And she kind of just like, just sits there. She has to monitor the visit, make sure nothing happens to the child, make sure they don't take the child, stuff like that. And it's just sad that a lot of people who have their children taken away from them, for abuse and stuff like that, they eventually sometimes do reunite with the parent. But it's like, how can you know that the child is safe the second time around? How can you know that the child will be safe? I know they take classes. I know they, they make them go to meetings and parental classes and, all kind of therapy or whatnot, stuff like that. But how do you know? I mean, sometimes I just think that if a child was severely injured by a parent, their caretaker, their guardian, I'm like, I'd rather just flip a coin and try to put them somewhere else. Especially in this situation where it was obvious that the ex-fiance, was abusing a little girl, not leaving out the mother. Not leaving out the mother because, again, like I said, I have the side eye on her. I really do, with her fake tears on all her dozens of interviews and her fake tears, her emotions. It was just so unemotional. I couldn't even do a whole interview. I probably wouldn't even be able to do a whole interview if my little child was missing. Like, if my grown child was missing, I'd be they be up there, have to give me oxygen and all kind of stuff. I mean, that's how serious it is when it comes to mine. And I would hope y'all, feel the same. The way she was just acting and her emotions, or, I don't know, it didn't seem sincere. So that's why I still got my side eye on her. Like, I really do. So, when they find out who was driving that vehicle and who dropped him off at the hospital, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if it's her. You said unless they can place her in that house that day, then guilty knowledge is the only thing they can suspect of her. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But my thing is really, did she have knowledge that he was abusing her child? And if she had knowledge that he was abusing her child, they both need to receive the same punishment. I don't care who killed her. They both need to receive it. You said Casey Anthony? Exactly. Another Casey. And where's she at, by the way? The mom. The mom. Where's she at? I mean, that trial was crazy. That child, I don't know how she got off. I mean, I followed the story, but you know how it is when you follow a story, and regardless of what happened in court and trial and everything, you still like, how the hell some people get off for crimes like this when there's children murdered, and then we have people like the Central Park 5 locked up for like 6 to 12, 14 years who were innocent. I mean, how does this happen? In our society, how does this happen? It don't make no sense. The way people get locked up here, I mean, it's like a step above sometimes overseas, how they do them over there. Just throw them in prison and let them rot for the rest of their life when they're innocent. It's so sad. It's so sad. Hey, Donna. Yes, please tune in tonight. You know I'm going to be here. It's going to be lit tonight because I have a lot to say about part 4 of When They See Us. I watched that, and I'm not going to get all into it. I'm not going to get all into that because I want to leave this right here for precious Maleah Davis. But yeah, tonight, 8 o'clock, and we will be taking calls. Matter of fact, did I say 8? No, 7 o'clock, because one of my I think it was you, Donna, who was that who hit me up and said they wanted to make sure they got to see it early. And then I have a lady, over in a different country who, I try to go by her time zone too, but it'd be like really early over there. But it's Monday, it's a work night, so I'm gonna try to do it at 7. Because also, 7 o'clock will probably be better anyway, because my youngest son get off at 10:30 and I'll have to pick him up. So 7 o'clock, that'll be enough time. We're gonna take phone calls. We're gonna discuss, episode 4 of When They See Us. Actually, we'll probably be discussing all 4 episodes, but mainly episode 4 When They See Us. So yes, you said good 7, not so late. Yep, that was you. I thought that was you, Donna. I'll be doing so much and recording so many videos and reading comments and responding comments and watching other people's videos, helping them with their watch hours and working. So I'll be trying to remember, who leave me specific messages. But I was right. It was Donna. So yes, you will see me tonight, 7 o'clock. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Make sure, y'all, if you're not subscribed and you just running through my channel or just came across my channel, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out my playlist on my main page. I have a lot of playlists, a lot of different, trending news, celebrity news, different TV reviews, reality shows, movies, TV shows, all that. So make sure you check out my playlist because I am down to the wire where I'm trying to get the rest of my hours for my 4K so I can get reviewed to be monetized this week. So I'm asking you all kindly and graciously, please continue checking out my videos playing the playlist. I know I posted it on my community channel. I have some big YouTubers out here who are supporting me too and sharing my content on their channels, with their subscribers so they can help me get my watch hours. I got family and friends and a lot of people running my playlist or running my videos. So I'm trying to get the last few hundred hours that I need within the next 3 days, y'all. The next 3 days. Hey, Glacies. Yes, we it's down to the wire. It's down to the wire, y'all. So we just a few hundred hours away from meeting the 4K threshold that YouTube requires before they review you to be monetized. So I'm praying that we get there within these next 3 days. Again, thank you everybody who's been supporting my channel. And everybody, let's keep Maleah in mind. Keep her loved ones in mind. Pray for her. This is so sad. We had a lot of hope. I did, at least, and I mentioned it on a few other reviews about Maleah, that I wanted to have some little, at least a glimmer of hope that maybe she's somewhere and maybe she'll just show up. But once he told that activist, about Arkansas and about the accident and where she can be found, that little glimmer of hope just kind of was like, okay, let's just find her body. Let's just bring her home. Let's just, bury her, with respect. Let's respectfully place this little girl's body at rest so she can rest. And now it's time to get justice. It's time to get justice for Maleah. So justice for Maleah Davis, y'all. I'm hoping that he just, now it's like you might as well just let everybody know what really happened. So that's the next step. Find out what really happened, what he did to her, if anybody else was involved, if the whole story about the Mexicans and all that was concocted, how'd you really get your injuries? And when I think about these injuries, all the injuries he had to his back and his face and his neck and his stomach and his chest and all that, I kind of wonder if perhaps maybe something happened to her around another adult, and maybe there was a dispute over who did what and what they should do and stuff like that. I mean, you see scenes like that in the movies. When somebody's murdered or something, and then next thing you know, people are fighting, let's go to the cops. No, let's not go to the cops. Let's go to, we got to call somebody. No, we got to get rid of the body. I know that's TV, but it happens. It happens. A lot of stuff we see on TV are formulated from real life events. So the all the wounds all over his body, I don't think it's from no Mexicans. I really don't think it's from no Mexicans that wanted some little black girl. I really don't think it was no Mexicans. I think there was somebody else involved. I really do. I just think it was somebody else involved. So I don't know. That's just my belief. We'll see, though. We'll see. Hopefully everything can come all out. He'll be honest. And, if anything, he probably will plead out, too. Because he already said, it was an accident, told where the body is. So most likely he's going to take a plea. So when he takes that plea, I'm just assuming that they're going to make him say everything, write down in his statement, everything, uncoerced, everything that really happened. So that's what I'm praying for. Hey, the real Kima Kayor. Hey, Booski. We was just talking about, Maleah Davis, her remains have been confirmed. The small child remains that was found in Arkansas that they believe to be Maleah. It has been confirmed. It has been confirmed. So I just wanted to bring this to you guys. I only had a little time to discuss this with you guys, like 30 minutes. I'm like on the clock right now. Well, not on the clock, but I got some running to do in a little bit. Then I got to come back home and take my son to work and then come back home and get ready for our part 4 review tonight of When They See Us, this real life story of the Central Park Five, regarding the Central Park joggers assault, attack, and rape. So you guys make sure, if you don't have my bell hit, please hit that bell. Please continue running my playlist. We are down to the wire. In 3 more days, it's my year anniversary. I'm trying to get monetized. I have a few more 100 hours. I got everybody supporting me and watching me running them playlists. But if you are not one of those people, please do me a favor and just watch some videos. Just, throughout the next few days. If you aren't already watching my videos, just watch some videos. Push a playlist. Let the videos just play. If you're around the house cleaning, watching your children, or working or whatever from home, you can just hit a playlist. It'll just play every video back to back till the playlist is over. So thank you. I thank you and I appreciate everybody in my Primetime Squad. Love you. Smooches. You guys are wonderful. And again, keep Maleah Davis and her loved ones, the ones who love her, in your thoughts and prayers. And rest in peace, beautiful Maleah. Rest in peace.